Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're upgrading the pump on our rain barrels from this to this. Way more power. So we've got our rain barrels here, 50 gallons each, 100 gallons total. They are connected together with the hose here. We're upgrading the pump. I've got a submersible sump pump in here right now. It's a 1 horsepower, like 4,500 gallons per hour or some shit. Can't get pressure for nothing on the water hose. So we're upgrading to this sprinkler pump. Didn't know that was a thing. Sprinkler pump from Harbor Freight. It is a big pump. Don't know how loud it is or obnoxious, but it's outside. But I need a good way to get water out of the rain barrels, through the hose reel, out to the garden. And so we're gonna get it hooked up and see how it works. It's got 2 female fittings built into it. It does come with 2 of these adapters to go from female to male, because we're gonna be attaching water hose to this. And so what we're gonna do is, out of the bottom of the rain barrels, they're connected with this hose here, they're connected with. So they'll rise and they'll fill and lower at the same rate. Okay, same level. We're gonna open this one up and hook this hose directly into the pump to feed it that way. Okay, we'll feed it that way and attach our hose reel up top into here. First thing we're gonna do is put some plumber's tape on these fittings and get them installed in the pump. All right, so we've got our 2 fittings here. Each fitting does have an O-ring, which is nice, and these came with the pump, which was a nice touch. Something I definitely didn't expect being from Harbor Freight. The pump itself was, I think, 129 bucks, 139 bucks, something like that at the time of filming. So hopefully it works out well. But we're gonna take some plumber's tape. And you always wanna remember, when you're threading these in, you're gonna thread them in clockwise. So you wanna thread in, or thread on your tape in a way that it doesn't come unrolled as you're spinning that on. So you wanna roll your tape in a way, not that way, you wanna do it the other way. Basically, you want to put on your tape opposite of the way you're going to turn it. And you don't need a lot of this, guys. A couple rotations is all you need. You're not trying to do anything crazy, just enough. Thread that in there, get nice and finger tight. Then I like to come back with some channel locks and just get a little bit extra on there. And of course, we'll see, if it needs any extra, if it's got any leaks or whatever, we'll adjust accordingly. But I don't think it needs to be super duper tight. All right, we got 1 more of these fittings. Thread that in the top. Pretty simple process to hook up. Again, just a couple of rotations just to snug it up. Nothing crazy. Now what we've got is a female end for water hose. But you can cut water hose to size, or if you damage your water hose, cut it with a lawnmower or something like that. You could use these things to put it back together. I use it to kind of build some custom length water hoses for stuff like this. There's been a few projects around here that we've used these for, and they work really well. I just want to be sure that you get them sealed up really nice. So you have this end here, you want to shove that into the water hose, if that'll help. Almost there. Got a little bit more in there. That's just going to cut it. So now I've got it on there. You can kind of see it's over the barb. Now you're going to bring this down, butt that all the way up against the end, and then you're gonna take your screwdriver and just tighten those screws down as much as you can. And just with anything, when you're tightening it down, when there's more than one, try to go evenly, even pressure, just kind of go back and forth until you get it cinched down nice and tight. So I've got that on there nice and tight. Now we're gonna take our plumbing tape again, and we're gonna wrap a little bit around each of these fittings this way. Now just a little bit around each of these fittings. A couple rotations, 2 or 3 should do it. And as simple as this here. We'll tighten this one up. So that's on there. Now we need to get the other end for here off our pump that's inside the barrel. Let's go do that. So currently the pump is inside of the barrel. Pull this screen off. It's down in there. So I'm gonna take this off, take this screw out, pull this flat back, and pull that pump out and disconnect the hose. Let's see if we can get this out. That was a very tight fit getting it in here, so there it is. There it is. Gross, but we've gotten it out. So lots of algae, rainwater, full of good stuff, man. Almost made a critical mistake. This right here, this piece right here, needs to be in here. I took it out while I was putting the fitting together, If I had turned the water on, water would have went everywhere and leaked out. This has to go and live inside of here. Otherwise, you got bad leaks. Now we can water. Now let's water. The retractable hose reel is a real game changer too. This is 100 foot plus. I think it's like 110 foot or something. And this is the second one we've bought. Man, this is great. This is an incredible increase in pressure. We were watering with the other pump and it was just such a dribble. You'd be out here for 10 minutes watering a single bed, and by the time you get to the other end of it, it's dry where you started again. Guys, first impressions on the pump. This thing's putting out a shit ton of water really fast. I'm liking it a lot. Can't believe that I've been suffering without having this. I would say this is an absolute must buy. I will do a long-term review after I've owned it for a few months and used it, kind of give you guys my thoughts, just as I try to do with everything. To be honest with you guys, no one sponsors this video, no one sponsors this channel at this time. Harbor Freight, I bought a lot of shit. If you're interested in sponsorship, holla at your boy. All right, that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more garden content, hit that subscribe button. See you next time. Peace.